All right, so your makeup has arrived. This is really exciting. I've probably already sent you a picture to kind of show you how to set it up in your compact, depending on what size compact you got, how many colors, whether you got any eyeshadows or illuminators, all of that stuff. I know this can seem very overwhelming, revamping your entire makeup routine. However, the whole point of this is to simplify it. And usually when you start over with things, it may seem a little bit more intense to begin with than it does down the road once you get used to it. So hang in there, and I got you covered. We'll take care of you. Don't worry. Now, before you get all flustered that I'm using these large compacts with multiple layers and all these different color options and whatnot, it is okay to start small. Now, I will pre-warn you, you should probably buy a larger palette to begin with. That way you're not having to buy a larger one later when the obsession begins to grow. However, regardless of what size you start with, whether it's the quad, your 4 basics, or you go ham, or you go all in, I promise that I'm here for you every step of the way to get you set up with your basics, your contour, your concealer, your foundation color, your blush, and your lipstick, and then, I'll probably have talked you into bronzer because it is life-changing. Okay, so let's get started. Now that you have your customized compact to you and your needs all set up based off of what we've talked about, we're going to start with a face. So get everything together and we're going to walk through this. We're going to go in with our contour color and we're putting that on our forehead and on our cheekbone as well as our jawline, okay? These parts. You can also do your nose. You're going to mirror that on the other side. We have our contour on. Now we're going to go into our concealer and we're going to put that on the inner and outer corner of our eyes. We're going to put that down the nose and you can add it to your forehead as well. Now we're going to go in with our main highlight and put that everywhere else we don't have product. We're going to take a pause, look at my colors and my product placement, and look at yours in the mirror. Do they look the same or similar? Because obviously we have different colors, but if they do, let's go ahead and proceed. So your brush corresponds to the coverage that you told me that you liked. We walked through it and we chose the best one we thought was going to work for you. So now it's time to blend. We're going to work this light to dark. So I'm going in with my brightening highlight, what I called concealer, and we're just stippling the product into our skin. Pushing. We're not swiping or swirling. Push. When it comes to our contour on our cheekbones, we're making sure that we are pushing it upwards. We don't want to pull it down. When it comes to our jawline, we're going to blend that down. In the forehead area, we're going to blend that into our hairline. If you didn't get bronzer, you can skip past this part, but then we're going to take our bronzer and put that on the high points of our face. We're wanting to create some warmth, so I'm putting that kind of around my eye, on my forehead some, and on my cheekbone some. We're going to blend this out just like we did our face beforehand, pushing the product into our skin. Next up is blush, or what we call lip and cheek. This is all to preference, the placement. It could even get as technical as going by your face shape, but I like to place it on my cheekbone and then up onto my temple. Since I have a round face, I try to steer clear of the apples of my cheeks. We're back at that stippling motion and pushing the product into our skin. When in doubt, keep blending it out, and there is no such thing as too much blush, so add more if you want to. When you're done with that, you can hit your face with some setting spray or setting powder in the areas that pull a little bit more oil, and that's it. It is very simple, it's lightweight, it is my skin, but better. Just like anything new, it's going to take some practice, but once you get the hang of it, you will become obsessed. And I honestly cannot promise that I won't say I told you so.